Good morning, student. In the last lecture, we are doing some application related to the Gauss law. Now we are taking another two application which is very most important for board exams. In which first one is electric field due to uniform charged thin spherical cell. Okay, student. It is a thin spherical cell of radius r with center O, and the charge is uniformly distributed over its surface. There is no charge inside the sphere. It is clear, student? On the basis of this spherical cell, we can able to calculate the electric field at 3.1 when the point P at where we need to determine the electric field if is inside the surface. Having the distance from the center is small r. Okay. Next, when this point P is on the surface, that is here, and we also calculate the electric field due to this spherical cell when electric field is outside the surface at point P. So we have 3 points on which we are calculate the electric field due to this thin spherical surface. Okay, student, it is a very most important application based on the Gauss's theorem. So first you take a thin spherical surface which have charge equally distributed over the surface of radius r with center O. Then after we have we can calculate electric field due to thin spherical surface cell at 3 points. That is, first outside the surface, outside, second on the surface, on the cell, and third inside the cell. Okay, now we are taking the first point. First one is when point P outside the cell, that is small r is greater than capital R. Okay, now this whole surface is behave like a point charge, and we all know the point charge spread the electric field lines radially outward, and we all know at this point this is the area vector and this is electric field line. So the angle for the outside point theta is 0 degree. Clear student? Now we calculate the electric field for this point P. Therefore first we assume the outside surface. Okay, it is also in form of symmetric sphere. Therefore electric field at P is given by total flux passing through the cell. That is, surface integral of the surface is E ds is equal to surface integral E ds cos 0 degree. When we calculate this value, we find this surface integral is E is a constant because equally distributed over the surface, which means at every point the electric field due to this thin cell is equal, that is E, and surface integral ds. This is equal to E and it is a form of a sphere and area of a sphere is 4 pi r square. This is your equation first. Now we need to calculate the charge within the surface. The total charge enclosed within the surface is Q. Therefore according to Gauss theorem, according to Gauss's law, electric flux E dot ds is equal to Q upon epsilon naught, and we have the value of electric field from equation first. This value is equal to E into 4 pi r square is equal to Q upon epsilon naught. Therefore we get this electric field is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon r square. This is the value of electric field due to the cell outside. It is exactly the same as the electric field we calculate for the point charge. Now we are calculating this field for on the surface. Second case is when P is on the cell. That is, small r is equal to capital R. So student, it is again as a point charge, and at P the value of electric field is given by, from the same formula, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R. square, and we have the value of r square is capital R square, that is E is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon capital R square. This is the electric field on the surface of the thin cell, where small r is equal to capital R. Okay, now we calculate this electric field at inside the cell. Third point is when point P is inside the cell, that is small r is smaller than capital R. Okay, now the electric flux D dot ds is equal to integration of E ds cos 0 degree. So we are getting the result E ds ds, but the charge is distributed over the surface, distributed on the surface so that there is no charge inside the cell. There is no charge inside the cell. Therefore, electric field due to the point thin cell is 0 because Q is 0. This is how you calculate the electric field due to a thin cell. Just copy it, then after we form the ER graph of the electric field distribution for the thin cell. Copy this. Done. Okay, we have three values. First one is E is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R square when R is greater than capital R. Second, E is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon capital R square when small r is equal to this. And third value is E is equal to 0 because Q is equal to 0 when R is smaller than capital R. We have these three values. Okay, now we plot this value on the graph. This is distance and this is value of electric field. So this graph is called ER graph. ER graph, electric field distance graph, which means what effect we see the change in electric field when the distance will change. Okay, this is the point of the radius of, this is the radius of the cell, and we are finding this value is maximum at this point. R पे ये वैल्यू जो है मैक्सिमम होती है, that is E is equal to small r is equal to capital R. ये है इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड की वैल्यू एट दिस पॉइंट एंड यू कैलकुलेट हियर दिस वैल्यू. ओके, एंड व्हेन द पॉइंट इज आउटसाइड द R, विच मीन्स इसके बाद पे वो कहीं पर है, सो वी ऑब्जर्विंग दिस वैल्यू ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इज डिप्लीटेड like this. That is, this is the value of electric field. You will find this, the electric field due to this is 1 upon R square. We are writing it like this. E is depleted when R increased in this ratio or in this rule, but inside there is no charge distributed, so this is the value of electric field. E is equal to 0 because Q is equal to 0. This is the graph for the thin spherical cell which is uniformly charged. Copy this graph. Okay, now we are taking the another application, or the very most important application and the last application based on the Gauss's theorem, which is asked by you in the exams. Okay student, this is, we have a uniformly charged sphere which is discharged by a Q charge and having the charge volume density is Q upon V. V is volume of this sphere. Again, we can able to calculate the electric field at all the 3 points as we calculate for the spherical thin cell, inside, outside and on the surface. So first we calculate the electric field outside the surface. When P outside the sphere of sphere, again the value of electric field due to this volume charge sphere is like a point charge and the electric field line radially outward, and for the sphere surface the area vector is also radially outward. So value of electric field at all point on the imaging Gaussian surface is equal, having the angle 0 with electric field and area vector. That is, small r is greater than capital R. We are writing to you. This is small r, and for this case, this is small r. Okay. Now we are finding the electric field due to this charge volume spherical cell, that is given by E is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q upon small r square. This is, student, exactly the same as you calculate in the, okay, I am solving it for you as we calculated earlier. The total flux passing through this surface is given by E dot ds, which is, we calculate integral surface E ds cos 0 degree. So we are getting the result for the surface is E ds, where E is a constant. We get E is equal to integral surface ds, and because it is a spherical surface, so we are taking this area as 4 pi small r square. Therefore, the total charge enclosed through the surface, total charge enclosed through sphere, that is Q is equal to rho V. We are using this result here, and we have the value of V is rho into 4 pi, and the sphere is having the result r square. So we are using in place of this 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay, this is the volume of this sphere. Okay, now according to Gauss theorem, according to Gauss's law, the flux through the surface E ds is given by q upon epsilon naught, and this is equal to rho v upon epsilon naught. That is, this is your equation first. Then from equation first we are getting E into 4 pi r square is equal to rho into this value. Here we can change this rho 4 by 3 pi r cube, because you all know we are using this value as r is this. So we change this r cube with this relation, और ओके सेम वैल्यू को यूज कर लीजिए, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. That is rho v upon epsilon naught. Okay, so you have the result is rho into 4 by 3 pi r cube upon epsilon naught. Therefore, the value of electric field is equal to 4 pi 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught rho v upon r square. That is one result. and then you have the value rho into 4 by r cube upon epsilon naught into 4 pi r square. So student, you are finding this will cancel, so this E is equal to rho r cube upon epsilon naught r square. This is the second result of electric field outside the sphere. Okay, next we calculate the electric field due to sphere. On the surface. So student, second point is when P on the sphere, we are getting this R is equal to capital R. Therefore electric field we calculate as same, that is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught rho v upon, in place of small r we are using r square because the value of r, small r, is equal to capital R. Therefore on putting this value we get rho into 4 by 3 pi capital R cube upon epsilon naught into 4 pi epsilon naught small r square. So student, you are finding here this value is cancelled by this cube and this 4 pi is cancelled. So we are getting the electric field on the surface is rho r upon 3 epsilon naught, that is E is proportional to r. जैसे जैसे r बढ़ता है it will be increased. Now we calculate the electric field inside the surface. Third point is when P inside the sphere, that is small r is smaller than capital R. So electric field is equal to, we calculate 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught देखिए स्टूडेंट, अब जो ये स्फेयर है इसका केवल इतना रेडियस जो कि स्मॉल आर के बराबर है वही हम यूज कर रहे हैं. सो वी हैव दिस रो v इज इनसाइड लिख दिया मैंने इसमें, v इनसाइड अपॉन स्मॉल आर स्क्वायर जो कि हमारे पास फर्स्ट डेरिवेशन से आएगा यहां तक. तो ओके, देन व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ वॉल्यूम इनसाइड, दैट इज 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. This value is equal to rho into 4 by 3 pi small r cube upon small r square. So you all know this is cancelled by this. Okay, and this 4 pi is also cancelled by this. So you are getting the electric field inside. ये inside हो गया. This is outside. This is on the surface, and this is electric field inside due to the sphere is rho small r upon 3 epsilon naught. Here you are finding you are find the electric field is inside the surface. E is proportional to r, which means as increase in r the electric field also increase with the linear relation. Just copy it, then we draw the graph for this. Okay. Again we have three electric fields, that is E outside, which we get rho r cube upon 3 epsilon naught r square. This you have, students, this. Then E on the surface is rho r upon 3 epsilon naught. Okay, student, this you will get here. And electric field inside the sphere is rho small r and 3 epsilon naught. ओके, नाउ आउटसाइड के लिए जो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड है वो इस तरह से रिलेटेड है डिस्टेंस से. इनसाइड के लिए जो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड है दैट इज रिलेटेड टू डायरेक्टली proportional to, and for this is this. Okay, you have the three rules. Now we draw the ER graph for this cell, that is, this is distance, this is electric field, and this is the point of radius r और ये r का डिस्टेंस है. ओके, नाउ यू फाइंड हियर द इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड ऑन द सरफेस इज दिस, which is given by E is equal to E change with R at this point. Okay, outside the sphere it will depletes by this rule, that is this is depleted as this rule, but inside the cell it is directly proportional to the radius, that is, as increase the radius through this point the electric field increase, and when it reaches to the surface it is equal to the electric field at the surface. This is the result. E is proportional to small r. So calculate this, copy this graph. ये आज हमारा इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड से रिलेटेड टॉपिक खत्म हो गया है स्टूडेंट. In the next lecture we start the electric field, electric potential difference and the capacitor. Thank you.